250 laps.
I'm going to tell you, it just amazes me, the competition. Look at the difference in time from first to last. A little over 0.8 of a second. What does that equate to? 222 feet. Look at this one right here. Pit window, 48 to 52 laps. Trust me, it will be an issue today.
All right, boys, quit looking at the California scenery because it's that time.
It's time for DW, especially since we're going to be going off in that corner 200 miles an hour. Reach up there and pull them belts tight.
Oh, baby, I'm loving every minute of this. I'm coming down here. I'm going to get the green flag from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm going to go boogity, 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 boys.
Much like Michigan, they're already 3 wide.
That's one good thing about this racetrack. This is the 7th race here. We finally have 2 and 3 grooves of racing. You'll run where your car feels the best.
And we've had enough. Whoa, in the wall, Newman. And Park spins.
Caution is out.
Steve Park keeps it all but off the wall, and I believe the car into the outside wall may have been Ryan Newman. Caution's out.
Well, let's see if we can analyze this. Newman or Park already sliding back, and he and Newman just get together, and oh gosh, they get together big time.
Park had already slid back to the 5th position.
Yeah.
Looks like his car was just moving up the racetrack and was not turning that on probably low air pressure on his tires.
There were such high expectations for Steve Park. He's on the pole, and everybody says, oh, this is what he needed. But you know, with those high expectations comes more high expectations. They were expecting him to run really well today, and he didn't need this.
Well, Rusty just snuck through there.
Well, a lot of guys
Here comes the field.
Snuck by this mess.
About 35 cars coming at this group.
That car, look at it, just continually spinning around. Everybody's having to take evasive action. Great job of driving on everybody's part. He just moved up. It's really, when you come off turn 2 over there, the car will always want to pick up a little push. I mean, we're early in the.
Yeah, I think the guy on the inside has the advantage, but you got to be sure that those cars on the outside don't suck your back end around.
Boy, Spencer got Robbie Gordon in the 31 car. I mean, real loose. Oh. Jack Sprague in the outside wall, the 0 car.
Sprague.
Caution's out again.
And 0 is about as much luck as Sprague has had this year. He had his best qualifying effort of the season, 12th. And his race looks like it could be over early. Here's what happened to Jack Sprague.
So he's way up high, he gets in the loose stuff, back end comes around and can't quite.
Almost had it corrected, just not quite. Boy, there's a lot of cars just barely got by him over there. A lot of them coming at him.
Yeah, he was pretty far up in the field. That car almost acts like a car that has a flat tire. You know, the way it's kind of wobbling sideways. That didn't really have the hospital hop to it. That was more of a wobble.
Coming through turn number 4. Craven was by himself when it started. You'll see him come into frame and go around. Then Jerry Nadeau spins in the smoke. Nobody gets into the wall, but they almost got into each other. Right through it with Benson, Johnny Benson, Nader's teammate.
Well, he's right behind him. He just, you know, sometimes guys don't realize they got too much rear brake on these cars. And if you jump on the brakes at the speed you're running, the back end will just snap around like Nadeau did. That could have been the problem for him.
Kurt Busch pulls to the inside of Bobby Labonte down the front stretch. Let's see what happens down here in turn 1 and 2. Kurt to the bottom of the racetrack. Bobby Labonte, look at Rusty Wallace. He's not giving up yet. He pulls right up behind him. In fact, that last lap, Rusty Wallace was by far the quickest car.
Trouble down here, car round.
Dale Jarrett in the wall, and whoa, Benson just missed him.
No, he didn't.
Looks like Jeremy Mayfield got in.
They wadded up about 8 of them over there, 8 or 9 of them.
Missed Jarrett, but caught the wall. Nemechek's in it.
But I'm going to tell you what, Kurt Busch, he's going to race him back. He backs off finally over there in turn 4, but will Jeff Burton get his lap back? I don't think so. Rusty Wallace is not backing off, though. In fact, Rusty's going to be 3rd coming across the line.
Now, if you want to know about the gentleman's agreement, there would have been a good example of when the gentleman's agreement would have been in effect.
Dale Jarrett has climbed from his car, Darrell. He's okay. Jarrett, Benson, Robbie Gordon, you see here, Larry Foyt, all involved at turn number 2 with 20 laps to go.
The gentleman's agreement. Oh, Joe Jarrett's car is. Look at the back of that thing, Larry.
Brand new race car.
Casey Mears was in it as well. See what happens here, Darrell.
I just think the 88 gets around. Yeah, he does. He just gets around, backs it up in the fence hard, a lot of smoke, and all of a sudden he starts down the racetrack and he has no control. Benson spins and backs up in the fence, and a bunch of other cars in are all trying to check up, and they get involved as well.
Jeremy Mayfield, a 19 car.
That's what hit the back of Jarrett's car so hard, was Mayfield. Nemechek spun, but I'm not sure he hit anything.
Here comes the 32. He got through all right.
Now here will come Mayfield.
Boy,
the
Todd
10.
Bodine just gets by. The 54.
Wham! Right there.
And
He did hit that car hard.
yeah, that's 2 cars for them this weekend. The 10 car.
There's Benson sliding through. Oh, yeah, that's a big hit too.
It is. Here's the 31 down here going around. A lot of cars involved.
A lot of left side damage. I never did see Larry Foyt, but I know the front of his car is all torn up.
Here we go, Dale Jarrett. Oh, that's hard.
Johnny Benson.
Both those were hard licks.
Yes, sir.
Robbie Gordon.
He got down on the grass.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid Ricky Rudd.
Right. I don't think he ever hit anything.
Dale Jarrett trying to get out with the...
He's a big guy, too, Mike, and it's difficult, man, to get out of that car the way these seats are made today. But you saw him. He got out there in a hurry when he knew it was on fire.
Of our lead lap cars, the only one I saw come to pit road was Dave Blaney in the 77 car. Pretty much everyone else stayed out. But you know what this will do for Dale Earnhardt Jr.?